Hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of Railway Empire 2. My goal for today is to get the 278,000 in funding so I can buy access to the Normandy region and actually continue, so I will need even more as that, but continue to get to Lille, as from that on eventually up to the Brodeur breeding I may be able to turn to Paris. It's going to be a lot of money. However, I have to start with a bunch of trains running, of course. My supply trains are still running, and I may need 600,000 for that factory here as well. I got my two trains running for the passenger and express, and especially that one is making quite some money at the moment. So that's a very nice thing. The other one is heading to Eindhoven from Brussels. You know what? Let's just watch what they're doing. She keeps buying up a lot of stuff at the moment. In Copenhagen. That one. What I'm actually thinking about is this, but that's 500,000 and I don't have that yet. But clothing, considering it starts appearing for new things, I don't think I will need it. No, 50,000 citizens. It's going to get close though. The first ones are milk and vegetables I need to get. And milk is here in Hanover, so I can't get that one. Or over here in Normandy. This one is usually the best choice. But like I've said in the previous episodes, this lady is getting way too close. And I want to cut her off. That means that it's already getting more, at least 300,000. One thing I could do is this bonds. I can issue bonds. In 43 weeks, a payoff of 3.8, but I need to have, if I pick this one, I need to have over 500,000. I'm not sure if I'm able to make it. It would basically mean that I would actually hold my other process, my other progress, because I have to pay off those bonds. I also don't know if I'll keep it as an option right now. If I'm getting the right amounts each week, then I may actually not need it. Because according to my tasks, I still have 4 years for this one. and 5 years, 3 years for this one, 5 years for Paris to Auxerre train. So that should be possible. What about fruits? 45,000. Does it stop at Van Dijk? No. And at it. Already. We will get a notification that it's not useful, but I will still do it. Because that means I've got another product running, which in turn means that it's easier to grow my population. I need 45,000, no, 50 even, to get this done. This is very useful. Because then, no point. Yeah, I really need to start working this direction too, because of the corn, because of the milk. Like I said, I need to block her off. To 88, so 300. We're almost halfway. And as said before, the advantage of having Lille, I'm still going. Some more expensive, some better income, and overall almost a double income. So that's okay. What's bugging me is that they, especially she, is way above me right now. So at some point I will have to block her off, start buying his shares. I also need to buy his shares. So those two are really big conflict. But 6.7 company value, 12 million. So she's actually worth double as I do. 16 rail lines compared to my 6, 7 trains for me, 30 for her. She's outperforming me everywhere, especially because of the factories, as she is making money from stuff I'm producing, I'm transporting. This is already starting to get better. 10 weeks later, 4%. Okay. So let's just wait. We need about 300,000. I'm pretty certain she will end up in Paris before I do. Considering the AI doesn't have to pay for the regions, the way it looks like anyway. And in my opinion, that's really a big unbalanced issue. Because with that in mind, I may as well have set no regional concessions to give me the equal footage on the AI. On the other hand, I know what I can do, and I know that she's been using worse trains as I have, so her network is a lot better, but eventually speed-wise I'll be doing a lot better as she does. She's transporting mixed, so I do have some advantages over the AI. But the thing is simply the AI, with its cheats, making things quite complicated every once in a while. And I'm really afraid she will hit Paris before I do. So yeah, I could have done this in offline mode, but that way. Hey, that's weird. I didn't hear that newspaper. Well, um, I could have done this all in offline mode, but then you would only see the successes I have in the game and not the failures. So I'm going to do this in the recordings, so you could actually see how, not how much trouble I have, but how complicated or how hard this game actually can be if you meet the wrong AI opponents. That general is usually one of the weaker ones. Um, there's that gangster Bartishilo, which is even more weak. There's yeah, it's a nice pot. I will get there later. Um, there's another lady which is also quite weak, but this Madam Ward, because she's able to buy up industries, is getting 290. Like I said, I need 300. Is one of the hardest one. I also forgot something, so I will do that now. Got to set the timer. I don't have no idea how long I'm recording that. But she is one of the hardest ones. And because of that, her ability to buy up industries as she did up here in Eindhoven and Amsterdam is making things complicated. So even that one had 6. Okay. This one is actually 40% utilization. Never mind, let it go. Yeah, she had bought up industries in Amsterdam and Eindhoven. It wouldn't surprise me if she starts to buy them up in Brussels at some point too. And let's see what she has in other cities. Even easier. She has 3 factories, of which 2 are a beer industry in La Rochelle. Okay. 2 in my areas. I think that says enough. At least I'm getting close to. Just a second. And I hope you folks didn't catch that. In case you did, sorry for sneezing. At least I'm getting close to the money I need. And that's done. That's point 1. And with the meat industry in Lille, I'm also able to change a few things when it comes to supplying Amsterdam. Let's see. This is useful. So I'm getting that done. The one on auction was this one. It's nice, but this is more useful at the moment. Because my trains are going a little bit faster down corners right now. Which means they will also be able to I have to think now. Passenger station, where did I put it? In the north. So north of Lille. Way that's useful. Cargo in the south. In a way that's terrible. Because I have to make a crossing again. North of Lille, right.
A station in this city? You're beyond help.
No, I'm not. We'll find out soon enough. $300,000. Oh, 2 tunnels. No, not one sea level. Now it's going to do a bridge. And a tunnel. 18. So either a very long ugly bridge or a tunnel. And frankly speaking, I think right now a tunnel is more fun. The problem is the speed. There, 161. That's doable. I also need to change something with the railway station, but I will do that after. Because my next train will cost 50,000 more. What I need to do, something I have overlooked, is having a different setup over here. Let me pause now. This is going to cost me a lot too. 63. Because I need to split off my cargo tracks to Lille, and I can't do that if this is already disconnecting stuff. I can actually remove that one. That's another 50. But that also means that I currently disrupted the whole supply to Brussels, so that train is probably stuck somewhere and will start over. So what I'm going to do, should I destroy the entire stuff over here and rebuild from scratch? Maybe I should, because that would give me more funds anyway. That part's done. This part, that's the wrong one. At least the train is able to drive again. Starting to load up. Okay. So that works. Okay. Things will take a little bit longer as I was hoping I would, but yeah, if you make mistakes, you have to correct them at some point, which in this case is now. At least once I've built the cargo station to Lille, I'm able to transport the meat to all those cities here. Later I may actually start supplying Amsterdam with meat from here. But right now from Lille is more important because that would help me complete the task for one reason. And the other one would be a boost in population and everything, so those things will be going fine too. That's done. Now, new tracks. Lille to Bruxelles Midi. Once again, a big bridge. I don't want a big bridge. But the tunnels are costing me money too. Like that. 143. Okay. Nice spot. I got meat for Brussels, Eindhoven and Amsterdam. I got the corn for Lille and Brussels. Even later. I told you she's going to get into Paris before I do. That's going to cost me 312. I knew it. But what's worse, maybe I'm lucky. She's heading to Lille. She's starting to, trying to cut me off. Because look at the way she's done her tracks. It's ugly. Doesn't matter. Eventually, I'll get it done. And another 45. Let's see. Warehouse. No. Pocket. Maybe I'm heading out of this one first. I got 160. I need 300, so that's 4 months. That's going to take a while. 4 months. Getting there, we're getting there. We're getting there. Nice and easy. Almost. Come on. Get it. Bingo. 127. That's going to cost me some. However, what I'm able to do now, and that may actually help. Where is this one heading to? That one's off to Eindhoven. That one is in Eindhoven. I know. Hopefully, yeah, it is. It moves. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. $60 less and more expenses. She's double my worth now. Okay. What I need to do is add another train to this bunch right now. But I can't do that before this train is actually been in Amsterdam. Which is why I'm following it. $162 for a new industry. Yeah, but I don't have the money for a new industry, and 162 is never the full price of that new industry. connection bonus would be better. Now it's time to add a third train. I know. So this one's driving, that one's waiting to be deployed, and that one's heading off to Brussels. So, oh wait, Brussels. Don't follow him. 2, 3. Too late. I was actually hoping I could follow it going through the tunnel, but too late. The 120, 144, that's quite nice. Now, what I will encounter here is usually if the train are too close to one another, for whatever reason, they have to wait. Currently that doesn't happen yet, because number 3 still isn't even deployed and number 1 is already heading back on the single track before the second train is actually getting close to Brussels. So with that in mind, I'm good. There's nothing going to happen here. This is quite nice. But they still may run into a problem at some point. And I hope you saw that actually I do have a problem, because there's only a single track over here. So the other train will have to wait until this one has left the station. Just watch. I will switch to the other one. See, it has to wait right now because it's a single track over here. And number 3 is off. We need 127, okay. Weird. 18 and 2 makes 20 and 23 makes 40. Watch the train and lights off. I think number 1 is having a sure breakdown. I was afraid of that. Because the route was set up. There's no way for me to do anything about it. And number 2 is gone. Shoot. Got a supply tower over there. So, breakdown. Because it needs maintenance. Waiting for deployment. Heading to Eindhoven. I just lost a lot of money. Off to 90%. It's better. Maybe a little bit more stops, but for sure less breakdowns. Months. That's at 77, so that one will either get the breakdown or being served as soon as it's being deployed. So I need the post office, I need the restaurant. That's over 100k. I need to build 2 cargo stations and the tracks. That's also over a few 100k. Plus access to France. Or at least we are in France. As soon as we cross the region line to Lille, we're in France, so that's not a problem. But I need access to the Champagne region, which means a few 100,000. And it's likely that's going to happen in the next episode. It's also starting to look like I have to start to split my routes between passengers and mail only. Which would be quite nice actually. 60, 50. No, at least those 34 mail bags are offering me a little bit more money now. And there's the money. And there's my other building. Next step, new station. 5125, and I have to build it like this. For some reason, I will end up with bridges and tunnels near my stations all over again. But while this is more expensive, I might as well click it away. While this is somewhat more expensive, as you have seen, it's by far more efficient because I can actually do a double track for my cargo and my express trains, while having the ability to later add something like the maintenance on my cargo stations. And since my cargo trains are doing a lot of traveling, even more as my passenger trains do, it's quite nice to have that. What do I need? And there she is at the milk station. Is that causing me a problem? I don't think so. No, it isn't. Great, so I can actually start following her tracks. Should have built these stations the other way around. Because right now I was afraid of that. Now let's see. I hope I'm able to. 99k, okay. Which means I might as well do this. Zoom. That one. Yep, I thought so. I just hope I'm able to get that connection done. Otherwise I have to redo the entire passenger track. I'm not in the mood for that. Good thing is the next one will give me demanding less investments. 49. Am I able to get maximum? No, I'm not. Crap. 49. Let's see. That's only because I don't know the French word for cargo. Otherwise, I had used that one. I should actually do that here too. Start using the Dutch words for cargo. Oh. Done. It's going to be fun. If I have to switch over to the German ones, because I don't know the word of cargo in German as well. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Now here's the problem. If I use this, I won't be able to get the tracks done. So what I can do is build this. I'm able to do this. The question is, can I do it the other way around? No. So cargo coming into Brussels and can't get out. Which means where's the train? Up here. I can adjust him. Brussels, Lille, Brussels. Lille was okay, Brussels needed 2 adjustments. So at least I'm able to supply Brussels with meat right now. Turn around, where? Hang on. Moves from get in here. Ah, yeah, I know why. I'm going to work on that in a bit. That's what I intend to do. But I'm running out of money. I'll show you. Keep driving those trains. 10k. I think I know what I did wrong. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Another 10k. Now let's see. Gets in here from here, heads to Brussels, comes back and drops here. So the initial idea was actually right. Because it gets from Lille to Brussels, so it will always end up at those 4, those 2. Then it has to go back to the station, but it can't because there's no connection between those 2, so it actually has to go to the nearby Thibodeau stop before it's heading to Brussels. to Morel. Train actually moved back. What the heck?
Are you actually the one that is in control of all aspects of your business?
Now what? Ah, because I run into the negative. Ha! It'll get better. See? Here we go. Ah! Ooh. So let's see. From Tibet though it has to go to Lille, which means it will head this way. That's right. Then it travels to Lille. Cargo. That's right. And it heads back to Brussels, entering over here. And then it can take the additional one, this one, up there. And we don't see any message anymore. So that's done. Now what's... No, that isn't. That means Brussels is actually being supplied by meat right now. And I like this one. Britain would leave the UK. So now the next question is, should I get to the milk? And she has connected another part. I don't know where. Frankly speaking, I don't care. My goal is to get to Paris right now. If I pull my train this way first, I'm catching up, right? I'm also doing that right now. Now I could do this, but I'm not going to do an auction, but the detonator and oil atomizer and mineral oil are very useful even before I get creative accounting. So even though I have tenders, I won't go to creative accounting and the Derwent, but I will go the top route. So I have spent 300 points, which may look may seem to be useless, but in the end, right now this is a very useless thing for me because I'm not going to participate in auctions yet. Those two are important, so I can do two routes. Do one that's useless costing me 300 points or doing one that's useless costing me 200 points. But I will need the Derwent. And since from the Derwent going this direction will take me just as much time to get everything done as I might as well do this. Eventually I will need those two and these two and that one. But right now reliability, maintenance and maintenance is more important as a new train. So I got 40 points. Next month we got 100. The month after 160. So 2 months. So March I'm able to do this one. And not long after that the other ones. That's number one. My second thing I was thinking, like I said, should I get the meat first or should I go for milk? And I think I'm going for milk. Because right now with this I'm able to block her off.
My station would have sufficed here.
Yeah, I know. That's what she said. The only thing I'm thinking about, should I split off here? Because at some point I may actually thinking about heading south, and in the south I will need milk. But that will cost me another 100. Like that. Or worst part, no, I don't have to do this in Lille. Or should I split off when going to Caen? For now I don't even have to. And later I can actually check if I am able to switch to her station. So I'll stick to this. Eventually I have to pay that money anyway because my cargo platforms need to go through there. Ah, crap. Such bad highlights. That's one. $127. Okay. With that in mind, let's see. France. 340. Right, so what I'm going to do, Brodeur, from that point on, when I've got my cargo line set, I will set up a second cargo line and a third cargo line station. With those two goods, which means I'm able to supply Lille with both the cattle and the corn, and I will also be able to supply Brussels with corn. That is, if my Hey, why are you having a problem? You should have had maintenance. Brussels, are you heading to... No. So, yes, I will indeed have this one heading out to the corn farm here. At some point. Which means there will be a track heading from those two platforms to the cattle, and the farm will be added to new platforms, so I will have to add a switch here. But I can actually travel from that point on, once I got the Champagne region. Lille, let's see, flow of goods, passengers from Amsterdam. It has... Lille, then from Paris to Rennes. But I need to go to Auxerre as well, so I need to split it. Rennes, Luxembourg, then back. Something like that. That's an option. As you can see, things are improving now. I will have to add a maintenance, no, not a refill as well. I will have to add a maintenance station on this one. Is there anything needing milk yet? Yeah, Eindhoven, Amsterdam. It's pretty far away actually. Now there's a tricky part about the stocks I haven't mentioned. I think I haven't mentioned. I'm not sure I did mention it, so that's why. You don't see anything from the stock investments until you have 100% of the company. At that point you can decide to get all the profit from that company, which means the AI should technically be unable to do anything, no building or whatsoever. I found before the two DLCs a bug where the AI was actually able to expand, both in new trains and in building stations and laying track. I'm not sure if that has been solved in the DLCs. But technically speaking, the moment you own 100% of the shares, every piece of profit, every dime of profit would flow into my coffers. That's one option. The second option is to merge with the AI company, but keeping the trains, the routes, the tracks, everything over there. That means you also own stations and the industries the AI bought. You will have to pay quite some money for that, and if/when the AI is in debt, it's going to be an awful lot of money because you have to pay off that debt as well. But in the end, you got the concessions, you got the stations, you got the train, so the whole network and the industry. So all the way what the AI uses to make money. Now, if you take a look at the routes, then they aren't often logical. Although this part starts to look a little bit more logical. I still don't understand why you built two splits, but never mind. But lots of parts aren't actually logical. You can't supply here, going that way and then going back. The AI always have to do the same thing as I did. Deal with the warning, hey, listen, that train, the route you have been setting up is actually going to visit another station to turn around. So that's something to be aware of. The last option you have is to completely demolish everything the AI had built up. And if you do that, you can start over. This is going to be tricky. Let me think. If I go to here, I need to do the inside. Okay. That's another 175. So you can take over the AI, you can demolish everything and start building things up from scratch. Now, my personal preference, depending at how well the AI is doing, is when I do a merger, is usually rebuilding the way they have done the tracks. And that means leaving the station, demolishing everything, you get some return from the tracks, and rebuild everything from scratch, just connecting the stations, sometimes destroying stuff at the stations. Because what I saw in Nantes, for instance, is looks like the AI is having a warehouse. I can't check it yet, but it looks like it. And it's possible, let's see here, in Salzburg. That's maintenance, but that looks like a warehouse. And look at that. He's heading into the territory I need to go. And at this point, maintenance station, that's also looking like a warehouse. So the AI uses and builds warehouses all over. It's not the best thing, not the most logical thing. If they want to do that, it'll be fine with me, but it's not the most logical thing. So there are things you need to do. You need to adjust the stations, the tracks. Still, the merger and keeping all assets and then manually adjust them, selling off the trains and whatever, is a better option as destroying everything and starting building up everything from scratch. But it may take time. So my goal is I want her out of business. That's for sure. So I will aim, well, we have up to, was it 1930s, I think? No, wrong one. Last era starts in 1900. This is then, should be 1910, but let's say it's about 1910, 1920s. So I have about 90 years left right now to deal with her. Because it's not my major goal. My major goal with her currently is to make sure that she actually doesn't become too much of a threat. I still have that 38% of him, and that's already becoming hard enough. Although I am closing in, so that's going better, but I need to block her. Once I'm able to get to the Paris-Auxerre route, I may actually start focusing going east and let her go in France and whatever. But over time I will just buy up her shares until I'm able to actually do a merger, and then she's gone. The other two, well, maybe I'll just let them be around. We'll see. There are several options, but we'll see what happens. I just realized I did make a mistake. It has to be done there, so 225. Also, since I don't know exactly when I started, let's check one thing. Amsterdam supply. Should I be able to send this one? If I take it to Lille? No. I think I'm going to do things differently this time. I won't edit it yet, but I will have to set up a system to transport milk and meat to Amsterdam at some point. Amsterdam. That's 66%. No, this one. May do this one. Going to add bike terminal. Oh yeah. No, that's not. In this case, it's not a big problem because I need that amount. And the same with the milk. Oh no, I will skip milk. The problem is I don't need the apples yet. So that's why we got the message. Listen up, we're only making a turnaround here, so you might skip the route. But it's okay. Now with that done, I'd say thanks for watching, and I do hope you had a good time. I've been enjoying it. We are catching up on the lady, and hopefully I'm able to get into Paris, and more important, Auxerre too. Because once I have done that, I will be able to get that part of the task, the 3,000 passenger task, done, and concentrate on going east. We'll see in the next episode. Thanks for watching, people, and yeah, I hope to see you next week. Have a good week, and see you then. Bye.